Hey everyone, welcome back to my channel, Addie P's Real Estate Tea, where today I just want to briefly get into the January 2021 housing market report. Now, before I get started, as I always so graciously ask, and you all so graciously oblige, please hit that thumbs up button if you like what you hear in this video. Also subscribe to the channel, hit that bell notification to be notified of future videos on this channel, and you already know, if you're watching your girl from Instagram, drop her a heart and show her some love. All right. Now, as we continue to report, housing market is on fire. And when I say it's on fire, it is burning hot. Bidding wars are just intense. And I mean, some of us out here just being completely obliterated in regard to tons of offers being submitted and so forth. Buyer demand is so strong. When I tell you that this market is something intense, it is definitely a good time to be in real estate. Even better when you are on the listing side of things sometimes. But needless to say, our buyers are definitely out in full force, fully qualified, ready to go, ready to buy. I just, as a matter of fact, last week, excuse me, was out with one of my clients, beautiful woman, has had the patience of a saint. And we've been looking now for a while, and as I've told her, hey, just be patient, your time will definitely come. And that's with all the buyers here. Your time will definitely come. It's just the nature of the market. This shortage in inventory has really just put that extra crunch down, that extra foot on your neck there in regard to finding something. And the particular property that we had placed an offer on had 18 offers. And when we had actually went to see it, because it was listed that day previously, of course, all the appointments fill up. So, I mean, you have to be on it. And even if you are on it, that's still no guarantee just because you're the first one in the door to see the property. So, definitely whatever you can do to strengthen that offer, do so. Everybody has the same tricks up their sleeve. Let's face it. Okay, we're going to waive inspections. We're, going to, maybe not ask for seller's assist, whatever the case may be, that you're doing. Most more than none, people are doing that, other buyers. So, buyers, stay strong. But needless to say, with that particular situation, unfortunately, my client ended up losing out on that bid. But initially, when we started out and we were there at the showing, there were 7 offers on the table. By the time they were asking for highest and best, we were at 18 offers in. So when I tell you, as a seller, now, if you have been waiting on the fence, I don't know what else to tell you. I mean, it's like it is your time. So if you definitely have that need to sell your home, or that desire, it is definitely that time for you to take advantage of that. Now, some things going on with the new construction and so forth, that has been kind of a little slow, a little mucky wrench thrown in there because of the rising costs in lumber and other building materials, especially lumber. Lumber actually has risen quite a bit. And again, that buyer demand for housing and so forth is driving some of those costs. There has been, they can't keep up sometime with production. So that's one of the things to look out for. Hopefully we'll see a pickup with that. I know here in the Northeast, in particular here in the Lehigh Valley and certain parts of PA, we've been experiencing a pretty tough winter in regard to snow. So those types of things kind of slow things down, push projects back a little bit. Now, interest rates, we know for buyers, are still at an all-time low, and we're expecting those to still hover pretty low. There has been some talk of rising rates and different things, but for right now, buyers have phenomenal rates, record low rates, and that's a beautiful thing. So as long as we continue to see those nice rates, we're going to continue to have that buyer activity. Now, in regard to listings, again, probably like Addie, I'm tired of hearing it, but it's so true that, the listings are still at an all-time low. In comparison to January of 2020, we are down by 56.3% in listings, leaving us at just under a month worth of monthly supply of inventory. So we are, no wonder we're seeing, bids, offers where there's like houses where there's 18 offers in and so forth with that type of inventory. And you know that it's getting intense when you go to one showing and then you're on your way to another showing and that same agent that you saw at the last showing was there. True story, happened to me last week. And I'm like, hey, what are you doing here again? But whatever. We're there obviously for the same cause, but it's intense out here. So anybody considering to buy and so forth, just keep that in mind. Be fair, be patient to your agent, be kind, trust and believe that your agent, especially a buyer agent, is doing everything that they can to get you that house. Hey, they, obviously have incentive. It's their living. They're doing this for a reason. So needless to say, they're doing everything that they possibly can to get you into that house that you really want. Now, as far as days on market, because of all of this, high demand, of course, things are not sitting on the market very long. And if you are seeing that a house is sitting on the market, there may be some other factors going into that. But typically, I'm seeing even kind of houses that may have been kind of picked over a year or two ago are like, hey, okay, it's gone within a week. But 22 days on the market, that is down by 46.3% in comparison to January of last year. So again, phenomenal numbers here. On the seller side of things, definitely motivating factors to sell your property. Another motivating factor, median sales price up by 27% to $234,900 or almost $235,000. So wonderful news in regard to that. So there is definitely win-win situation here in regard to seller, and even with the buyer, with the record low interest rates, it's a win-win for you as well too. You're able to afford more house that way in most cases. Now, some news from the Bankers Association. January, they did some reporting, and their research reports that an estimated 2.7 million borrowers were in some form of a forbearance plan. Now, that's something that we definitely want to keep our eye on. I know I talk a lot about eviction, forbearance, and so forth in a lot of my videos. It definitely is something that we want to keep our eye on. I'd say more towards mid and part of this year. Now, they did just extend the forbearance terms to 15 months. It was 12 months. If you have a federally backed mortgage, meaning by the FHFA, Fannie Mae, Freddie Mac. Now, FHA, VA, they're planning on, from what it sounds like, they usually kind of follow in suit behind FHFA and what they're doing and so forth. So it's expected that they're going to extend as well to that 15-month period. But what happens to the folks that have already gotten to that year? Okay, if you are not in a federally backed mortgage, this is where we may start seeing decent to modest rise in short sale and foreclosure activity as a result of that. or we may see some more listings enter the market to help stave this off. So if you are finding that you are in that situation and you may need to consider a short sale, as I've mentioned in previous videos, I do negotiate short sales. I am a certified short sale negotiator. So you can feel free to give me a call. We can book a confidential a phone call or a Zoom session, and we can discuss some of those options. I do have to put a little disclaimer out that I am not a certified housing counselor. I only deal in short sales. So I just want to put that out there so that way that's in the know. But needless to say, that's something that, again, back to this, we definitely want to keep our eye out on moving forward, that may be something that we see in the near future as we move forth in the year. But of course, with job markets and so forth, that's also going to play a big part in that. And hopefully with the stimulus packages getting passed and so forth, that will give folks what they need in order to retain their home. All right, well, I am all out of time and all out of tea for today. I will be back with another video next week. Until then, you all have a blessed one. Take care.